Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to review a very classic compilation album from one of my favorite bands. So this is Minor Threat's complete discography. So yeah, this is amazing, and it was one of the first hardcore albums I ever got, and it's also the album that really got me into straight edge. Although AFI introduced me to straight edge, but yeah, so let's get started. This is gonna be fun. I really like this album a lot. So packaging is really good on here. So you got a clear tray jewel case, which I really like. And the album cover, this is a remastered version, I think. It's a reissue from the early 2000s. It originally came in either blue or red, but this is the yellow one. And there's also another version where it's yellow, but the other part is like blue. I've actually never seen that one, but I've seen the blue and the red one. But yeah, so I actually like it the most in yellow, though. It looks best in yellow in my opinion. And on the back, you have a picture of the drummer, I forgot his name, there, with a dog. And all the track listings. So you have 26 songs on here. Really nice. When you open it up, then you have Bottled Violence artwork right here, which is really cool. It has like a beer bottle with like a leather jacket on. And if you look at the one that doesn't have the hole in it, obviously for the disc, he has like a Sex Pistols shirt on, which is kind of funny. And in the blue and red versions, like the background is either like blue or red, but on this one it's just white. And then there's Ian MacKaye on stage. So yep, very nice. And on the back of the booklet, you have the album cover for Out of Step. Really nice album cover, really cool. And when you open it up, there's a picture of the band and the credits and whatever. There's the track listing again. And you have some pictures and stuff. So, yeah. Pretty nice booklet, in my opinion. Close to a lot of punk booklets that, for like classic hardcore albums, there's usually like either nothing. There's usually just like lyrics and that's it. But yeah, nice quality. So yeah, that's a very iconic picture. And there's not. I don't think there's all the lyrics, but there's most of them. So yeah. And there's another picture. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So yeah, really good. And yeah, first straight edge hardcore album I ever got. And it's pretty much the first straight edge hardcore band ever, really. They're not as like straight edge as other bands like Gorilla Biscuits, who are probably my favorite straight edge band. But they're like really I don't know, like they're not known, like they aren't, I've never seen a picture of Minor Threat with like X's on their hands or whatever. You know, they weren't just like, I don't know, they weren't as cliche as a lot of other straight edge hardcore bands who just kind of sing about like, you know, pride or whatever, or, like preach about straight edge, or like, you know, that one guy who lost the edge, or how awesome their friends are, or whatever. A lot of, that's kind of a cliche in hardcore. I only like, which is basically mostly in like brocore, which is like a joke I like to call for bands like Have Heart or Bane. I mean, I like those bands, but they're a little cliche. But anyways, so it opens up with Filler. Fantastic way to open up this, and so just amazing. I only heard It in My Eyes when I bought this, and I thought that all the Minor Threat songs would be like that, but like how that one's a lot more very different from most Minor Threat songs, which is funny because that's like one of their most well-known songs. But it opens up with Filler, and it just opens up with one power chord. And then Ian MacKaye, and then the drums and all that come in, and then Ian MacKaye just screams, "What happened to you? You're not the same. You're something in your head. Made a violent change." Really good lyrics, and it's just, he sounds so pissed off, and it's just such an awesome way to open up the album. There's no like intro or anything. It's just, they kicked right into a heavy song, which that's what I really like on albums when bands do that. Especially on like metal albums, like on Slayer's Rain and Blood, how they just kick right into you know, Angel of Death, or on Pantera, Far Beyond Driven, they just kick right into Strength Beyond Strength and just punches you in the face the second you put the disc in, you know, and that's what this album does very well. So, yeah, and then there's I Don't Want to Hear It, which is very good, although I don't think they should have placed that as the second track, because it has a very similar chorus, because he uses the word shit in that chorus, kind of like he does on Filler, because on Filler he says, you call it religion, you're full of shit, and then on I Don't Want to Hear It, then he says, oh, I don't want to hear it, I know you're full of shit. So it's like, I don't know, it feels a little repetitive in a way, and it's hard to tell it's the different song. And the songs are all very short. They're like, most of them are just a little bit, just over a minute long, and that's how they should be. They're really fast and angry and short, which I love. So yep, I Don't Want to Hear It is a really good song. And I like the one part of it where he says, shut your fucking mouth, I don't care what you say, you keep talking, you talk on it every day. First you're telling stories, then you're telling lies. When the fuck are you gonna realize that I don't want to hear it? I have like pretty much most all the lyrics on this album memorized. I don't know, that's just awesome lyrics, and I fucking love it. It's so, I don't know, I think those lyrics so much. But yeah, Seeing Red is a pretty underrated song. It's really good. It's probably one of the angriest Minor Threat songs. And I don't know, it's just really good lyrics. It's not quite as memorable as a lot of their other stuff, but it's very good. And then, of course, track 4 is the very classic song that pretty much invented straight edge, single-handedly. Straight Edge. Great song. It's probably one of my favorite songs that's under a minute long. And it's so good. It's just so fast and aggressive, and the chorus, I've got the straight edge, is just so good, and I just love that song so much. It's so good. Small Man Big Mouth isn't the best song, but it's pretty good. I don't know. Screaming at a Wall, a very underrated song. It's also another one of the angriest Minor Threat songs, and I really like just the lyrics overall. You've put a wall up around you, now you can't see out, and you can't hear my cries no matter how loud I shout. It's like screaming at a wall, and it's gonna fall. Just, awesome lyrics, very clever, but also very pissed off, which I like about Minor Threat lyrics. They're really pissed off and angry and aggressive, but they aren't, and they don't, I also like how they don't come across as, like, whiny or whatever, but they're also very, cleverly written, like, yeah. I don't know, Screaming at a Wall is one of those songs. Ball of Violence has never been my favorite, but it's pretty good. The band's name song, Minor Threat, is very good. It's a little bit lighter than their other early stuff, but it's really good overall. Stand Up has a really fast, it's even fast, like, for me to play. Like, I don't know, just, like, it's a little difficult, actually, the intro riff to Stand Up, but it's a good song. And then there's their cover of Wire's 12XU, which is very good. Yeah. And then there's the classic In My Eyes, first Minor Threat song I ever heard. At first I thought they were like one of those lighter hardcore or lighter punk bands when I first heard the intro, and then they broke it into the verse part, and then I was just like, set. That's an awesome song. And I don't know, very angry, so yeah. And then there's Out of Step with the World. That track is on here twice. There's two different versions. There's the original version, and then there's one that's on the Out of Step album. Or, I don't know if that's considered an album or an EP. But, yeah, sometimes it's an EP and sometimes it's considered an album, but I don't know. But, yeah, Out of Step with the World is very, very good. Guilty of Being White is also awesome. It opens up with a really good scream from Ian MacKaye. And, yeah, pretty solid song. And really, really good lyrics. They're pretty relatable because it's like, I don't know, I'm like half Mexican and half white, and people think I'm white, and I don't know, just relatable. It's like if you think I'm racist or some shit. It's just really good. Stepping Stone is okay. It's kind of, for me, I usually skip that track because it's not my favorite. I don't like how it opens up really weak. I don't know. And then there's all the songs from Out of Step, which are all very good, but not as good as the first 14 songs on here. Betray is very good, but it's just, I don't know, it's lacking the anger that their other stuff has, but it's not bad. It's just a little more punk rather than hardcore. But yeah, and the production is also a lot better, and the band's a little bit more mature, which with punk, for me, isn't very, I don't know, if a band is matured, that means they've kind of lost a little bit if they're touched, but it's still very good, so yeah. Betray is very good. It Follows is good, but the chorus is a little bland. But at the end of it, there's a part where they, like, the bass goes out, and then Ian MacKaye just keeps, like, ranting or whatever, and it just sounds really cool. But, yeah. Think Again is good, though the chorus is also a little bland on that one. Look Back and Laugh is really good, and it's kind of a popular Minor Threat song. It has a really, really good lyrics that kind of tell a story about, like, two friends, and then one becomes, like, a drug addict, I think. But, yeah, it's been a while since I heard that song. Sub Story is really good. Really, really awesome lyrics where he's, like, telling somebody to shut the fuck up about their personal problems and just quit whining and just, like, get over it, because everybody has problems. Really good lyrics. No Reason is also really good, and Little Friend is okay. And then there's the second version of that step, which is also really good. It has a really part where he says, this is no set rules, all I'm saying is there are, like, 3 things that are so important with the whole world, I don't care as much as, and he says, like, something you understand what he's saying, so whether they're fucking or whether they're playing golf. It's just really funny. But, yeah, that's a really good version of Out of Step. I actually like that one a little bit better than the, I don't know. Sometimes I like that version better, and sometimes I like the first version better, but that one's also very good. It's just as good, in my opinion. Cashing In is okay. It's kind of the only Minor Threat song where they sing about something not really political. They sing about stealing, and I don't know, it's all right. Yeah. And there's the 3 songs that are from the Salad Days EP, which honestly I can never get into because it's a little lighter. And it's like, if I want to listen to that, I'd rather listen to like Fugazi or something, you know. And if I want to listen to Minor Threat, I want to listen to some like kick-ass, really hardcore, angry punk, you know. But I don't know, they're solid tracks. Stumped is a really good one, and Good Guys and Salad Days are all right. But yeah, it's the perfect album. So it's 10 out of 10 for me, and if you're into hardcore, this is an essential album, and it's just amazing, the rage that's on here. It's so good, and there's something about this album, it's like, if you're listening to this album while pissed off, it's like, my voice keeps cracking. If you're listening to this while pissed off, it's like, it's even better in a way, like, it's like the music, it sounds more energy-fueled. But if you're listening to it, it's still angry if you're not listening to it pissed off, but if you're listening to this album when you're pissed off, something about it just seems even more enraged. And yeah, that's one reason I really love this album a lot. And I love Minor Threat. It's a shame that they broke up so early on in their career and they never released anything else, but I don't think if they released anything else it would be as good as the earliest stuff, since I didn't really care much for the Salad Days EP. I like Fugazi, but I don't love them. They're not my favorite band. Like, I only have 1 CD from them, Repeater, and it's alright. I listen to it occasionally. I've considered getting their first EP, the Fugazi EP, on vinyl, since I've seen it for very cheap at Chaos Records. But, I don't know. I might get it sometime, I might not. I don't know. They're not my favorite band, but I fucking love Minor Threat so much. So, yep, I guess that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.